I'm here with James Gaynor from Concordia University in my hometown of Portland, Oregon. James is an intern here at EMSL, working on his Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry. So, James, first of all, can you tell me a little bit about what your project is that you're working on?
Well, I came to EMSL initially from the DOE's SULI program. So I was here this past summer, and I was working with Teva's group on developing a hydrogen peroxide sensor. And we wanted to use a colorimetric property of cerium oxide nanoparticles to be able to detect the hydrogen peroxide. So what ends up happening is the cerium oxide nanoparticle will change color when it's in the presence and when it's reacted with hydrogen peroxide.
Why is it important for hydrogen peroxide? Is that a precursor for explosives or a biological sensor or things like that?
Exactly, yes, those two specifically, amongst others. Hydrogen peroxide's also been used for various water treatments.
Okay.
So it has also environmental implications.
So you want something that's easy to read, inexpensive to make, those sorts of things. What did you learn?
At my university at Concordia, we have a pretty small science program. So to come to EMSL and be exposed to this pretty much infinite amount of resource was amazing. I learned a lot about several different types of characterization methods, different microscopies. I learned what the actual real-life science research environment is like.
Work side by side with some real leaders in the field.
Exactly. The experience is so amazing. You have at your fingertips resources, just instrumentation, but also experts in all of those instrumentations and people who want to share stuff with you. One of the things I mentioned in my phone interview for the SULI was I wanted to know what the atmosphere was like. And until I came here, I didn't realize how much of a collaborative environment it is. I mean, it's even in the architecture of the building. You see that these hallways, it's impossible not to run into people.
Right.
It's an awesome place to be. So
cool.
I really enjoyed my time.
So in these interviews, I give people an opportunity to ask me a question or two. You got one?
I do. I actually have a lot of them, but I'll confine it to the few that are most pressing on my mind.
Okay.
Throughout my summer research, I found a lot of motivation because I could see a use for what I was doing. And so for my future work, I kind of like the idea of working with sensors specifically. It's pretty practical. And I know that you kind of term that use-inspired research, and you kind of like to work in that area as well. What, in your own research or your own grad school experience, made you come to that conclusion, or can you elucidate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think I came to it naturally. My dad was a surgeon, and my mom worked in the medical profession, and so I always felt like they did, I wanted to have an impact on, in their case, people, but impact in the things around me. What else you got?
I'm curious. So I actually had this question during the summer as well, and it came when Steve Ashby was talking to us about policy making versus being a scientist and making that transition. I'm curious, because you've pretty much done that yourself, gone from scientist to leader, manager type role. How did you come to move from being a postdoc intern to being director of EMSL? It
was really an evolution, not a revolution, in terms of migrating towards management. So I took on a group leader role and tried that out and decided that was okay. And then I got invited to be the Gene Futrell's deputy for EMSL. And that was where it became more revolutionary. I had to make a decision to sort of abandon my research. And but I didn't come to it easily. It was a very agonizing decision, and I think most of the scientists around here that have done that agonized in the same way I did.
Yeah.
But if you have skills that you like to work with people, you have organizational skills, and you're pretty good at visioning and seeing where things should go, it's a really good fit for combining science with some of those skills as well. So managing and leading science. So you came in as a SULI intern. Did they have programs throughout the summer for SULI? I mean, did you guys do posters or things like that bring the community together, exchange ideas?
Yeah, so all of that. We had, what I also really enjoyed was we had a SULI seminar series as well.
Okay.
So that's actually where Ashby talked to us as well. And I mean, it seemed that there was always something going on. So even if I was to come here and not have done research, I would have been filling up.
Yeah, right.
So we had a poster session as well. I ended up giving a talk as well.
Right.
So the program was very well developed. There was individual workshops as well that Karen Rita put on. So it was a very well developed and scheduled,
Great.
structured program.
That's good to hear. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.